We're going to move into a little bit of work for our lower body, targeting our hamstrings and doing a little bit of stretch and then rolling into our glutes. So we'll play with these muscles in a few different ways, all from a seated position today, because let's not get wild, let's not stand up. I want you to notice taking your legs out a little bit wider. What is happening to your pelvis? And then rock the pelvis back. I want you just to notice the shape of your spine. Like, lean it back, get really weird with it, and then roll the hips forward. Feel how the ribs start to pull up and away. Tilt it back, feel how the bottom of the rib cage tilts towards the top of the hip bones. One more time, tilt it forward. This time, when your ribs lift up, I want you to curl hips to ribs ever so slightly, draw the navel in and up. This is the position I want you to keep your lower back in as we explore some stretch through the inner thighs as well as our hamstrings. Take your hands down to the earth. A block underneath your hands can feel good, or you can hold on to your shins. Keeping the core slightly engaged, start to walk your hands forward, 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 just until you start to feel a stretch either through the inner thighs, or if you really flex your feet and peel your toes towards your face, you might feel that more in the calf, behind the knee, or in the hamstrings. Inhale, roll it up, reach your hands up and overhead. Exhale, sweep it forward. Hands come down, maybe to the ground, maybe to the shins if that feels better. Keep that lower back long, so core is slightly engaged. Inhale, roll it up. Hands can reach up and overhead, get nice and tall. Exhale, lean it forward. This time, keep your hands reaching forward. Draw the navel in and up. That's our Uddiyana Bandha, our core lock. Belly pulls in and up. Stay, hands lifted, a little bit more active, or take your hands down. You might fold a little deeper, a deeper stretch. Always a choose your own adventure here. What version of the shape feels like it's serving you this morning or evening? Sorry, Kevin. Roll it back. Sit up nice and tall. Exhale, shift it forward. This time, hands relax down. You might reach for the shins and pull your chest forward. Inhale, roll it back. Send your left leg straight in front of you. Bend your right knee. Right foot comes to the inner thigh, our Janu Shirshasana. Rotate your chest to your left leg. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, fold it forward. Peel your left toes towards your face. Again, what's happening in the low back? If you had the urge to round to tuck the chin, that's okay. But know that you're targeting your back a little bit more than the hamstring. If you want to really target the hamstrings and calf muscles, flex the toes, keep the core slightly engaged, tilt your pelvis forward, keep your low back long. Once you find that edge of where you can go with a long spine, then you might start to round a little bit. That's not wrong, it's not inappropriate. It's just changing how intense the stretch might feel. Inhale up, sweep your right arm behind you, plant the right hand on the ground. Option 1, left hand reaches long, find the side body stretch. Option 2, push into the right hand, come up on the shin. Left foot comes down to the ground, nice and firm, pinky toe side of the foot resting. Hips are lifted. Yeah, nice, Isabel, yeah. Big breath in. Options, those circles with the top arm. Can you go the opposite direction from what you started with? Yeah. Ooh, getting lots of crackies. I bet my mom's shoulder is cracking too, right? Drop the hips down. Inhale, sweep both arms up. Exhale, interlace the hands, plant behind your back. Draw your shoulder blades together, lift the chest and chin. One more time, we'll fold it forward, hands lifting away from hips. Inhale, sweep it up, plant your hands behind you, tuck your knees together. Let's find this little boat pose variation. So options for boat pose. Hands on the ground behind you, thighs drawing in towards each other. Navel pulls in and up. In our goal in Navasana, this boat pose, we want to feel it more in our core than in our hip flexors. So I want you to feel that little rounding of the low back. Lift your sternum towards your knees. You can keep the hands here. You can take them for the thighs, or you can reach them forward. Your variation, what feels strong. If this is feeling okay, hands are floating, you might lengthen your legs a little bit more. Just options. Yeah, Shannon, go for it. Roll the shoulder blades down the back. Nice. Pull the belly in and up. Breathe. For 3, 2, and 1. Sweep the hands back behind you. Keep the navel drawing into the spine. Can you tap your right heel forward? Touch the ground. Exhale, pull the knees back in line. Inhale, tap the left heel down. Exhale, pull it back in. Inhale, right heel. Exhale, belly button draws into the spine to lift. Inhale, left heel. Exhale, ribs pull into the midline to lift. We're recruiting all of those little abdominal muscles. Take your time, switch it up, move with your breath. Inhaling to drop, exhaling to lift. You can tap out of these at any point. If you want a little more, really challenge yourself, you can reach the hands forward. Try it with no hands. Look, Ma, no hands. Yeah. Nice. For how many? 5? I don't know what I'm counting. 4? 3, you can hold exactly where you are, or you can keep alternating. 2, and 1. Heels come back together. Plant the hands back and behind you. We'll take our high boat to our low boat. Squeeze the knees together. Lift your chest. Deep breath in. Exhale. Push the heels forward. Come down onto your elbows. Oh, ridiculous. I'm so sweaty. Deep breath in. Push into your hands. Lift it up. Navel pulls in and up. We always inhale as we relax the abdominals, getting long. And exhale as we recruit them to lift. Exhale, drawing the hips and ribs into the midline lift. 1 more. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. I said 1 more like we're done. We're not. Let's all hold. Hands float forward. Breathe. If we lost a few along the way, that's okay. Come back when you're ready. For 3, 2, 1 last option. You could take 1 more low boat. Hands floating this time. Shoulders back, heels forward. Ooh, ridiculous. Deep breath in. Can we make our way back up? Throw those arms forward if you need to. We did it. Oh, amazing. Plant your feet down. Right leg lock. Left foot in towards the inner thigh. We're finding that other side for our Janu Shirshasana. Inhale, get nice and tall through your spine. Exhale, fold over the right leg. Hands can come to the shin. Same options here, really tucking through the chin and rounding through the back to target the space between your vertebrae a little more. Or pulling your chest forward. Take a deep breath in. You might sigh it out. One more time, deep breath in. And exhale, let it go. Inhale, rolling your way up. Left hand plants behind you this time. Option 1, lifting the chest, reaching your right arm back. Option 2, shift your weight to the left shin. Lift on up. Hips hiking off the ground. Right fingertips reaching long. Wherever you are, breathe into the right side of your torso. Full breath in. Exhale, let the hips come down. Inhale, sweep both arms up and overhead. And exhale, fold it forward 1 more time. Inhale, take it up. Send both legs long in front. Toes peel towards the face. Same thing we did in our wide-legged seat. Want you to think a little tilt forward with your pelvis. Tilt back with your pelvis. Tilt forward with the pelvis. Keep it here. Curl the hips to ribs. Hands might just be down on the thighs. You might reach forward for the shins. You might reach for the feet. Keep that low back long. Press your heels forward and peel the toes towards your face. Deep full breath in. Exhale. Shift it forward. Could be a big fold, could be a little fold. If you keep the low back long and you're here and it feels like a big stretch, you don't need to go any further. Doesn't matter what it looks like. Do you feel that sensation down the back of your thighs? Inhale, lift it up. Plant your hands behind you. Plant your feet about hip distance apart. Option 1, Roll the shoulders forward, lift the chest. Option 2, push into the feet, lift the hips. Reverse table. Your choice. Doesn't need to look like what anyone else is doing. You might even just close the eyes down and notice how this feels. If you're a real glutton for punishment, you might add a little tricep dip here. Keep your hips and knees relatively where they are. Think about your elbows bending backwards. Elbows bend backwards, your hips will drop, but this action is coming from the elbows moving. Push into the hands, lengthen the arms. 2 more. Bend the elbows backwards. Push into the hands, lengthen the arms. Last one, try to keep your hips really high as you drop the elbows. Hold. 5. Broaden the collarbones, squeeze the shoulder blades towards the spine. 4. Tighten up the inner thighs. 3, like you're holding a block between them. And 1, push all the way up. And then let the hips come down. One more time, legs out long. Big breath in, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, sweep it forward. Nice work. We'll roll our way up. Roll the shoulders out. And give yourself a sweaty high five. Hiya!